Now I want to look at Mexico. What should we know about Mexico for the rest of the year? We have terror response, living in fear. Terms agreed, deal made. I wonder if this has something to do with the cartel. Terror response, living in fear. Terms agreed, deal made. There has been talk about the U.S. attacking in Mexico, but not attacking Mexico, attacking what they like to call the cartels. This can be bad news coming in. It's the Eight of Wands reversed, but it can also be a card that talks about being rash, making rash decisions. Let's keep going and see what else we have here. We have the Page of Cups. This is an offer, trying to offer something. This can also be the card of like a dreamer, someone who is, it's a very like poetic energy. Let's see what else we have here. One more card. Temperance reverse and Strength. I feel like this is going to be an offer that's made. I feel like somebody is going to do something to Mexico that's very rash. So I feel like it could be the U.S., but I'm unsure. And then I feel like whoever does it, which I feel like it's going to be the U.S., is going to say, oh, we didn't mean to do that. We're so sorry. Like, here, we're going to come in and make this right. But it's going to be baloney, right? It's because it's completely imbalanced. It's overflow. It's excess energy. But the Strength card came out with this Temperance card together. And this tells me that the Mexican people are going to be fine, whatever this is. And this could be something like some kind of an attack, but this could also be like a raised tariff.
Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth nearly caused an international incident last week when he accidentally had American troops and contractors invade Mexico. Specifically, they landed on a beach in Mexico, Gulf of Mexico side, of course, and began planting signs in the ground that said restricted area. The signs were posted, and this is important, in both English and in Spanish. And then, after Mexican authorities showed up, guns drawn because they believed the country was, of course, being invaded, the whole thing was written off as just a big old misunderstanding by Pete Hegseth's Pentagon. Let me read you this from a report from The Guardian. U.S. contractors, and it does put contractors in quotation marks, which means they're not buying it, arrived by boat on Monday, driving signs into the sand near where the Rio Grande empties into the Gulf of Mexico. Alarmed witnesses quickly alerted officials, and heavily armed Mexican security personnel rushed to the scene on trucks mounted with machine guns in a terrifying standoff. The Pentagon, in a deeply embarrassing statement, admitted that its troops were mistaken when they landed on the beach. The Mexican personnel watched as the Americans drove 6 signs into the ground which said, "Warning, restricted area," written in English and Spanish. They claimed that the beach was the property of the U.S. Department of Defense and had been declared restricted by, quote, the commander. They also said unauthorized access or photography was not allowed in that area, and that if you are found here, you may be detained and searched. Mexico's Foreign Affairs Ministry said its Navy removed the signs from the sand, which it believed were on Mexican territory. Because it was on Mexican territory.